to talk about why we need to quit taking on too much and how actually this is the very thing that stops us getting momentum in our business. And the reason why I'm jumping online is I've actually just come off a half-day planning session with my Elevate Mastermind community. This is an awesome community of female business owners, consultants, coaches who are really wanting to take their business to that next level. And there were some really awesome things that came out of it. So I just thought I'd jump online and share some of that with you. If you're here and you want to say hi, please jump in and say hi. Your name might not come across, so just introduce yourself, say, hey, so here, and say hi and tell me what you love as we quickly go through this. Secondly, if you like what you love, if you like this training session and you'd love more free training, I actually every single week, most days, I'm going to actually start posting some live training in my public Facebook community. Really would love to see you over there. If you are a female business owner, consultant, coach who really wants to grow your business to that next level, is fed up of being the world's best kept secret, fed up of following what everyone else is doing and feel like you're not making any progress on your business, and most importantly want to welcome more profit into your business, then jump on over to the Elevate Networking Lounge in Facebook, because there's a whole heap of awesome resources in there which I would love to share with you. So let's get going. What I want to share today is really why we're all doing too much. You know, we're approaching another quarter here right now. And the problem when we start planning what we're going to do in our business is more often than not, we take on too much. We just plan our calendars, our diaries, our task lists with a whole heap of things. And when we're in that planning zone, particularly if I work on 90-day planning cycles with my clients, what tends to happen is when we're working on our businesses, we jam our planning cycle with a whole heap of things that we'd love to get round to doing, which is really awesome. But the problem is that more often than not, we get out of control as we head into that particular period that we've been planning. We get out of control, and more often than not, we end up falling behind. So instead of making progress, instead of those small incremental steps and ensuring that we're doing the next right thing that will allow us to generate revenue on our business and scale our businesses, we end up getting overwhelmed with the fact that we've got way too much stuff on and we don't make any progress at all. We fall behind, we get overwhelmed, and we try and fix our business plans with a whole heap of shiny stuff that just quite frankly gets in our way. So one of the things I work very closely with my clients on is making sure that when we're doing our planning cycles, which in my community with my clients is 90-day cycles, we work on getting really clear on what is our focus. And what this often means is that it's about taking on just the right amount of stuff. Now, that sounds easy. But the reality is often we've got to take stuff away. There's always stuff that needs to be done. There's no doubt about it. I mean, in my world, oh my God, there's a whole heap of stuff I want to do. But the reality is we're just working on 90 days. We're working on 3 months. We're working on 12 weeks. And it's about you taking ownership and getting really clear on what is it that you actually want to achieve in that 12 weeks so that you can keep your finger on the pulse, deliver like a boss over this 90 days, and ultimately finish in front. This is what I'm talking about. It's about moving away from those feelings of taking on too much, getting out of control, falling behind, and instead get clarity and focus, take on just the right amount, keep your finger on the pulse, deliver like a boss, and most of all, finish out in front. If you're watching this live right now, say hi. What of this is resonating for you right now? Where do you fall down when you go into your planning phases? And if you're watching this on replay, press replay. And again, just comment, what is this? What has resonated most with you right now? I'd love to see you. I'd love to hear your comments. Tag me if you want so that I can comment post the recording. So Just to bring a little bit more thinking behind this, all of us in our businesses, I believe, are doing it for a reason. And I believe I talk about this as contribution. Some of you might talk about it as purpose. Simon Sinek calls it why. But ultimately, every single one of us has gone into doing what it is that we do because there is an impact we want to make. We want to contribute more to our clients, to our community, to have that impact, that further reaching impact. Now, what I see happening too often is these two bottoms of this triangle get forgotten. We're so busy following the shiny stuff that if we're not careful, we get further and further away from that bigger contribution piece. And in my mind, this foundation work is what is really, really critical to allow us to move quicker towards that bigger goal. And it's a combination of two things. I think it's a combination of the impact that you're making, i.e., the products that you're selling, who you are marketing to, the message that you're putting out into the market. It's about you becoming known for what it is that you do and how you help your clients. And we know that this is working when we start building positioning, when we start becoming recognized for what it is that we're doing and the impact that we are making. That is when we know this is building. And obviously, it's about making more and more impact every single day. But that on its own doesn't work. If we are just busy letting people know what it is that we do, posting on social media, constantly sharing content out, if we are constantly just giving out but not actually delivering, what happens is this triangle almost falls over. It leans over to one side. And that is when we're the world's best kept secret. We know that we're good. We know that we're doing great work, but no one's actually buying. And the risk is we're the world's best kept secret. What we've got to do is get the balance right. And this is about making sure that you are actually earning the money that will facilitate the growth in your business. This is about making sure that you are unlocking and welcoming way more profit into your business so that you can ultimately amplify the impact that you are making and accelerate the growth of your business. Only when we are selling the products that people want and serving our audiences in the way that they want, that is then being compensated in terms of dollars. Are we able to get our positioning increased in terms of our industry? We start getting seen and heard. We start becoming more visible. We get the clients and the profit in our business that will allow us to amplify. Only when we get this foundation right are we able to ultimately make the contribution that we want. So we know this, right? It's not rocket science, we know, but sometimes we need to have this pointed out. And what I do is I work with people that have this bigger dream, but something's not working. They're hitting this ceiling of revenue levels. They're overwhelmed with where to start. They're fed up with being the world's best kept secret. And they've just got this dream that they can't seem to get closer to. Is that you? If it is, it's at this planning stage that the risk is that we go back, we take on too much, we get overwhelmed with where to start, and we end up falling behind. And the key thing that we use with my clients is this concept of what is the roadmap that you are taking. And this is what we went through during this half-day quarterly planning session this morning. This roadmap looks at the critical activities, the actions, the frameworks, the projects that you absolutely need to put into place in your business if you want to build the impact that you're making and amplify and accelerate the work that you're doing. And you can see that I've broken it up. We break it up into the 4 key pillars. Getting really purposeful on what it is that you want to do and making sure that is aligned to the business that you want to build. Making sure that we increase the impact that our marketing and our positioning is having so that we quit being the world's best kept secret and start becoming more visible. It's ultimately about building the revenue in your business, getting those sales happening and unlocking the profit. And obviously, this is all about getting those clients and making sure that you are building a profitable business so that you can ultimately scale and grow. When we do our planning, we focus on making sure that we are developing and implementing each quarter one thing. Oops, let me change that. Let me change that plan. We make sure we are creating and committing to one thing on this side that's about what needs to happen now to drive the revenue of this business over the next 90 days. And we also make sure that we commit to one thing that will allow us to scale next, so that we're getting that balance right in terms of, hey, Gail, lovely to see you here, so that we make sure we get the plan right and we make sure that we're doing the next right thing in our business, not only to drive the sales, the clients, the revenue, the profit in our business, and also the next right thing that will allow us to take our businesses to the next level. Intentionally, this roadmap is designed so that we are nailing the things, the very things that we need at each level of business. If you're at the 10 to 30K or 39K, there are some 12 strategies, no, 16 strategies and frameworks here that I make sure my clients nail. And then making sure that they move on to that next level and that next level again. What I see happening way too often is clients that are at this 10 to 30K level are so busy following the shiny stuff up here. That is where they start tipping over. So in terms of your planning, it really is about making sure that you don't take on too much. It's making sure that you don't take on too much, because then you're going to get out of control and you're going to fall behind. As you start planning each quarter, and for us, we work on 90-day cycles, get really clear on what your focus is now, next, and later. What do you need to do now that's going to drive the revenue in your business or achieve what it is that you need in your business over the next 90 days, which is 12 weeks. That's all it is. We're just doing the small steps to make sure we continually can move forward. Make sure you take on just the right amount. Sometimes we have to take away one of those pebbles, one of those stones. Sometimes we have to say, no, this project isn't important right now, so that we can focus. Get one thing done properly so you can move ahead. Keep focus. Keep your finger on the pulse of that one thing for 90 days, because I can promise you, when you do this, you will deliver like a boss and you will finish out in front. So there's my little tips today. If you've enjoyed what you have seen today and you want more of this, if you're watching this on YouTube, just jump over to, let me find it. If you want more of these, jump on over to the Elevate Networking Lounge. It's a space where I pump in all of my free training. I'm going live in there very regularly throughout the week. Would love to see you there. If you're watching this on replay, put replay in the comments. Let me know what you loved, what you're going to do, what action you're taking. If you're watching this live, say hi. And most importantly, why don't you post below? What is the one thing that you are going to focus on over the next 90 days? Share away. Take care. See you soon.